Hello everybody, this is Astocky here and welcome back to the real Let's Play of the Kerbal Space Program. In today's mission I am going to do something very simple. In fact, it's going to be so simple I'm not sure entirely why I didn't do it earlier. I guess it's all about the risk of the things that could go wrong if I don't do it correctly. But basically what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to get a single one-man pod, and I'm going to add an additional heat shield to it because that seems like the right thing to do. So we've got the 3.75, the 6.25, the other one, and the other one. So hopefully that should work just fine. We're also going to throw on a parachute because bringing Kerbals back is a very important part of Kerbal Space Program. Now, where is our hatch? I think that's the hatch there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some those are probably a bit too big. Where are the small ones? There we go. I'm going to put a pair of those on. Perfect. And then directly above them I'm going to put something to provide power. So hopefully this is going to be a short mission, so hopefully my guy will survive. 1x6. These look like they are the single panels. The single panels that don't stick out. 2x3, 1x6. Yeah, that's definitely going to do it. So we want two of those as well. That's beautiful. That is going to provide me all of the power that I need. Now we are going to need some structural. We want some decouplers. This is going to be just a most basic, most simple rocket. We clearly want to not deploy the parachute at the same time. Actually, we probably could deploy the parachute and the heat shield at the same time. That'll be fine. As long as we deploy that one separately, we should be good to go. Now we need I'm pretty confident that's going to have all of the life support that I need. I don't intend... Oh, that's an empty fuel tank. That's not going to do me much good. It's full of oxidizer. This is not going to be your regular... What the heck is that thing? I have no idea what that is. Which one's the skipper? For some reason all of the UI elements are going off the screen and that's really annoying. So there's the skipper and there's the mainsail. I think that's the one I want. Do you have vectored thrusting? Vectored thrusting 1, no vectored thrusting. Okay, so you're the one that I'm going to want later. But for now, we just need that little tiny one. Now this is going to give me way more delta V than I actually need. But I am just fine with that. It's just going to be a simple trip to the moon and back. We're going to do a loop. We're going to prove that now that we have the satellites in place, we are in a position to be able to get to the far reaches of the places. So we want a flight engineer. We only want one of these, so let's stick one on the back in the center. How are we doing? 5,000 meters per second. I believe that should be sufficient. That should allow me to do everything that I need to do. Not feeling that confident though about the thruster weight on it. What's the total cost? Total cost is under 10,000. Under 10,000 means I can afford to... I know you hear somewhere structural, hydraulic detachment manifolds. I can afford to add 2 of these on, and I can afford to just give just a little bit more fuel and just a little bit more kick. Where's that fuel? Look, that's mostly centered. Aerodynamic. Just a couple of little... That didn't sound good. What the heck is going on there? What in the heck just happened? So now I want to go for propulsion. 2 of those guys. No. 2 of those guys. Look at that, 2.81. That is some good thrust. They're all going to fire together once I get this sorted. So now that we need some struttage, just to hold it all together until the point where it ejects. And now we also want just some minor asparagus type staging. I haven't used this before with the Ferram's aerospace research, so I'm hoping it doesn't go too badly. That was not going to work for me. Let's try that. There we go. So now the fuel will go from those little outside stages into the center stage. We'll fire them all at once. I think we have something that's going to work now. So that is 15,832. I have no idea what this mission is going to be worth to me. In fact, I don't even really know if I need to. But this is going to be Kerbal to Moon Man 1. We're going to save that, and we are going to launch things and hope that I don't botch it up too badly. Hopefully. We should have a good amount of thrust. We're going to throttle right up. Going to start ourselves slowly tipping over. Got some funky roll-on stuff happening on here. I may be in need of precision controls. I may be in need of some kind of SAS type duva thingy device. We're going to start thrusting ourselves in the direction of speeding up. Definitely got quite a flat trajectory happening. Wow, come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Don't be crazy. Pull up now, rocket, pull up. That was not the key to hit. Not the key to hit at all. I'm really struggling to keep this thing going in the upwards direction. Wow. maybe some control surfaces or some SAS wouldn't have been unwarranted. To be fair though, I think I'm climbing, I think I'm accelerating, I think I'm doing everything in the direction that I roughly should be. I really can't afford to let go of this though to go to map view just yet. Okay, quickly go to map view up. Whoa, what did I just do? Get back down. Go switch back to staging because I thought I was doing something quite wrong then. No, it turns out I was not. Oh, okay. We are in the vicinity of doing things correctly. Hopefully that can hold itself. No, it can't. Darn. Why can you never hold yourself correctly? That is for now anyway going to be sufficient for my purposes. We've got out of the atmosphere, not particularly high out of the atmosphere, but we have got ourselves far enough. So now let's lock that position. Ah man, I had I had that thing there the whole time. Okay, so let's come to here. I want to add a maneuver node. We want to let's roughly circularize this orbit. That is going to be close enough to circular. So we will just now speed up time most marginally. How are we doing for altitude? Okay, we are now out of the atmosphere, so let's deploy our solar panels. We do not want our good friend Bill to have any issues. He's kind of nervous as it is, so let's not ruin his world entirely. Now where is the sun? Okay, so we are definitely in the vicinity of the sun. So let's speed this up a little. 20 seconds to go. Okay. Gonna be burning quite soon. About now, in fact. This is going, well, it certainly seems to be going quite well. So we'll eject that, fire the next stage up, throttle ourselves down a little bit. Ah man, I hit the wrong key. Okay, so wow, I wonder how we did. We got to 86 by 97. That's roughly mostly okay. Okay, so there's the moon. So we need to do one lap of the world. We really are quite low. How are we doing for oxygen and carbon dioxide and stuff? Plenty of life support. So I think it's going to be about here. We're going to add a maneuver and we are going to kick ourselves out until we get out to the moon. Moon periapsis. So there's a little bit more of a kick there. How are we doing? Under 100 kilometer, 50 kilometer periapsis of the moon. That is going to be perfect for a low flyby. So we need about a whole minute worth of burn. And which direction do we need to be in? Well, we want to be burning prograde, so it's going to be pretty much that point there. Ah man, SAS would have been so handy at this point. Well, whatever. Let's accelerate ourselves through until we got about 30 seconds to go. Perfect, 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 perfect. 846 meters per second we need. So vessel, we still have 2,000 left, so we've still got plenty of delta V to achieve this. Ideally, I only want to do one flight path of the moon, and then I want to head back to Kerbal, so there's our moon periapsis, we're bringing that down to 57. That is definitely going to work for me. So now let's coast out. Yeah, we are on the way. We are most definitely on the way. Bill, you're going to make everyone so proud. You can see my carbon dioxide is building up there. Oh, we don't want to get too close to that relay sat. Like that's going to be a really close pass by. Within 70 kilometers of a geostationary satellite. Like that's ridiculously close considering I wasn't trying to get close to it. But here we come, all the way out. You can see there we have all the carbon dioxide building up. What I might do now is I might just quickly... Where did my haystack plugin go? There we go. I might just quickly... What do I call it? Station? Hopefully that should switch me to the station now. How are we doing over here for resources? We have plenty of everything on this thing. Perfect. So, where did haystack go? Hello? Hello haystack. Okay, so back to the Space Center, because it turns out I don't know what just happened, but I no longer have the ability to haystack myself back. But there we go anyway, so we got plenty of electric charge. Now is probably a good time while we're just coasting to turn on the scrubbers and see how they work. So we will activate the scrubber. You can see now the carbon dioxide should be going down. Okay, I'm not seeing it actually going down, but it's not going up either. So I wonder if that means it's basically doing it as fast as he's using it. Well, we'll just keep an eye on that just to see what happens. There's my haystack plugin again. Maybe it only works from map view. That would make a lot of sense. Look at that, it is most definitely going down. It just is taking its sweet ass time. So we are about to change SOI, and the first manned Kerbal Space ship is about to enter the Lunar Sphere of Influence. Time to SOI change. There we go, look at that. So we are now going to zip ourselves into the Lunar Sphere of Influence. What we're going to do is we're going to add a maneuver just there to hopefully, in one pass, it's going to kick me out a bit too much, unfortunately. So maybe if we come to here and then do it. They pretty much all of them seem to be just kicking me into a bad position. So let's yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to do this. I'm not sure of the best way to do this. So what I might just do is just set that to be at my Muna periaps, and we will just burn for just a little while to get ourselves into an orbit. Call it 125. That should be just perfect. I'm starting to use up a little bit of power at the moment, which is not that good. Now, is that because I've turned the scrubber off? Deactivate the scrubber. I don't think it makes a difference really. I think the oxygen's just going to burn at a constant rate. But anyhow, let's get ourselves into this periapsical position. Estimated burn not applicable. I'm not sure how that even makes sense. Maybe my engines are not turned on. No, it definitely turned on. Where's my maneuver node? There we go. I don't know what to say. All I know is time to burn like crazy. Whoa. Like a bit of an SOI mess up there. Perfect. Okay, so we officially now have the first Kerbal in Muna orbit. It's not a particularly good Muna orbit, but you know what? It doesn't have to be a good Muna orbit, because the plan was just to do the once around, and then I think once I get to here, if I accelerate, that will accelerate me backwards in the opposite direction and bring me around to Kerbal. So if we go that way, Kerbal periapsis of 7 million. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. I think it means I'm going to be like around here when I do it, and it's going to put me in this bit of a weird elliptical orbit. But I think that's going to work out okay anyway. I'm sure we're going to have enough oxygen and enough carbon dioxide and stuff. So I'm just going to burn a bit early because I can't really be bothered. No, I better not burn early. Best laid plans and all that. Don't want to mess them up. It's only going to be a 10-second burn, so it's not going to last for very long. Oh wow, I've passed it. Okay, so that was not cool. Definitely not cool to pass the point where you're supposed to do your burn. Okay, so let's clear that off. What kind of orbit are we now in? Well, we're just going to have to run accelerated time for a little while and find out. So I think once I hit that point there, that will be the apoapsis, and then I can just drop the periapsis down and we should be good. Okay, so now if I was to I need to change sphere of influence, but before I do that, you can see my carbon dioxide is building up now. It's up to, I think that was 7. So we'll just activate the scrubber to make sure that it's definitely working. Get the carbon dioxide out of here. Okay, so we are now in the correct sphere of influence. So we wish to add a retrograde maneuver to dial that periapsis down. 800 kilometers, 600 kilometers, 193 kilometers. Oh, that can't be good. 15 kilometers, that definitely can't be good. 50 kilometers. 37 kilometers. I'm thinking 37 kilometers will probably be good, and then I can just decelerate a bit to burn, to slow myself down once I get closer. So node in 17 hours. Oh, I've passed the node. Okay. Once again, I have totally botched things up, and I've missed the point where I should have been burning. That's okay, not a problem. Burning now. Not entirely sure why this thing is going like that. This isn't even making sense to me anymore. I'm just going to burn retrograde as hard as I can and hope things work out for the best. Oh. Okay, what are we on? 159. Okay, about 40. That's pretty much what my aim mark was for, so let's zip around. No, okay. That was not that good. I accidentally caught the Moonosphere of influence again. That would explain why it kind of just glitched out on me a bit. How do I... Yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna definitely come in shallow here. Let's switch back to the regular type of view. Now let's turn ourselves retrograde once again. We've definitely had plenty of oxygen for this mission, so I think in the end Bill's going to be quite a happy camper. So what we're going to do is we're going to just point like that. Whoops, 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 whoops. Did not mean to do that yet. We want to keep going. 1,000 kilometers, 800, 700, 600. We're really picking up a lot of speed now, and this is the bit that I was trying to avoid. We're going to put ourselves into quite an unpleasant impact crater at this rate, so I don't know how useful this is going to be, but I just want to shed some of that speed off. I figure I've got plenty of fuel left. Let's bleed a bunch of that speed off. Because I've got the latest version of the Deadly Reentry plugin, which is version 2.3, which was just released fairly recently. And I'm not sure how that's going to react with the kinds of speed I'm hitting the atmosphere at and the kind of angle I'm hitting the atmosphere at. This is quite a steep trajectory, and so I just do not know what's going to happen. But there we hit our 100 mark, so we're now going to jettison the engine. Coming in, we've still got our heat shield there. I think these batteries are going to burn off, but plenty of power, so we will retract the solar panels, and then we will deactivate the scrubber, and we are now on effectively a ballistic re-entry. We don't need this flight engineer anymore. He can stay out of the way. We have 500 units worth of ablative shield, which is excellent. Okay, so we're hitting 49, 48, 47, 46. Coming in quite hot at the moment, actually. Unsure if this is a good thing. Atmosphere starting to get thick. I'm expecting re-entry effects very quickly now. There we go, re-entry effects. Temperature's heating right up. Ablative shield's wearing itself down, doing its job. That can't be good. What was that? 15 kilometers, 14 kilometers. Oh, that doesn't sound good. What just happened? I thought, oh, G-forces. I'm gonna have to review the video there. I may have over decelerated. What does it say happened? Heat shield exceeded G tolerance. Parachute exceeded G tolerance. Command pod exceeded G-force tolerance. I totally forgot that, added that into the mod. 9.6 Gs, yeah. I probably should not have... Yep. Definitely should not have done that. So, where does that leave me? Well, that leaves me with one dead Kerbal. Unfortunately, we have lost Bill. So I will see you guys in a moment at the wiki page. No, not the wiki page, the forum page. And I'll do a quick mission debrief. So, see you guys soon. Okay, everyone. So, here we are. Mission 7, Manned Lunar Orbit Mission. That was the Kerbal to the Moon, manned number 1. Insert video here. Well, clearly I'm recording the video still, so the video doesn't exist yet. But the result. This is the important stuff. We built a ship. It cost me that much, which is not a bad price, not compared to the amount that I blew in the last mission. But yeah, not bad. Got ourselves into lunar orbit. So that was a successful mission. We achieved the goals we set out to achieve. So we got 40k plus 2.5k for the moon bonus. So if we head up, you can see that we have the missions. The mission was to achieve an orbit, so it's 40. It's no longer halved because it's an actual manned mission. So there's risk involved, but there's extra profit. It was a flyby orbit mission only of the moon, so that's a plus 2.5k bonus. We achieved nothing else, but we did achieve a crew death by explosion. Most unfortunate, and I think you'll see, where were we? Down here at the bottom of the thread, you will see we have got into lunar orbit, 50% ship return for a successful mission, plus 10k research bonus, sad face, dead Bill, yep, see, sad, minus 10k, which gives me a total now of 115.707k. So clearly manned missions are where it's at, but I will have to plan my re-entry slightly better. Although there's every chance that if I hadn't fart-assed around with it, and I hadn't tried to slow myself down, which put me on a really steep re-entry, I might have actually survived that. But, you know, I guess we won't know until we try again next time. So, expect next mission to be Mission 8, Manned Lunar Orbit Mission 2. You know, the hopefully successful re-entry mission. Anyway, until next time, thanks very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. Astocky out.